Alright, so I want to give a big shout out to Lasfit for being a sponsor of my builds here, especially for my 4Runner and my LX470. They reached out to me a little bit of a while ago to basically work with them, and they sent me some LED lights for my 4Runner. I have some headlights here, and I also have some taillights that I'll show you guys in a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to install it. It's pretty easy, and we'll go step by step. So this is what the bulb looks like. As you can see, it's an LED. It also has this little wire that sticks out of it. You kind of have to work around the rubber piece to install it, but I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's this little rubber piece here. You guys just have to pull that out, and you would have to unplug this little harness here, and then you just take the bulb out. There's a little clip, and you just install the new one, and that's pretty much it. You do have to modify this little rubber piece still, but I'll show you guys how to do that. So like I said, first thing you remove is this little rubber grommet, or I don't know what you call this rubber cover, I guess, dust cover, that just pops off. I've already modified it, but I'll show you guys how to do that. But after that, the next thing you have to do, you have to pull this guy out, and that just comes off. There's no clips holding it in place. It's pretty easy to do. And then the next thing holding this light is this little clip. I can't really see well. Okay, where's the clip? So you just push in, push up, and then that's it. Lights out. As I mentioned, you need to modify your dust cover for your light, because this is a little too thick to fit into the original dust cover without modifying it. So if you look at your guys' dust cover, you can probably see that it doesn't have this big hole in there. But all I did was take an X-Acto knife. You can take a pair of scissors, whatever sort of knife you can use to cut this to size, so that you can fit this bulb in there. But that's all you have to do. You don't have to go super crazy. You want it covering your light bulb as much as possible so that dirt doesn't get in there. So make sure you guys do that before you guys put the light into the housing there. You have to make sure that you put it in the right way. The light bulb is kind of in this like Y shape. As you can see, it's like an upside down Y, like those three prongs right there. Make sure that the bottom of the Y, or whatever you want to call it, is the one that goes on the top. It goes in kind of goes in like this. And then to make life a little bit easier, you have to separate these two clips, which is exactly what I did right here. Those two just kind of clip back into place. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's kind of hard to do with one hand. But you have to undo them so it's not together, and then that's gonna help you kind of bend it so that you can wrap it around this big light bulb right here, and then that's gonna allow you to secure it into the housing. So, as you guys can see, I put the bottom of the Y into the housing of the LED bulb. So basically you have to separate these two clips. This is probably the trickiest part of this whole install, but it is relatively easy to do. Just try not to do it with one hand like me. If you need to use two hands, please, by all means, use both hands. I think it might be a little impossible to do with one hand, but as long as you can kind of get it over like so, that's all you have to do. And you just have to make sure that these two clips are back on top of each other like that, and then you just have to push up on this guy, and then put it back in its place so that it's not moving around. So the next step is you guys have to take this dust cover that you should have modified to make a bigger hole here, and you're basically going to feed this LED bulbs wiring harness, this little cable here, through this hole where you modified the dust cover, and you're basically, you're going to feed it through there like that, and then push this into place, and then you connect it to the 4RUNNER's actual harness. As you guys can see, the dust cover is on. All you have to do, like I said, is push this wiring harness through there first, and then just make sure you fit it around the housing of the LED bulb, and you just push this back into where it used to be. And that's pretty much it. You just have to connect this to the wiring harness, and that's pretty much all you have to do now. Now that you have hopefully plugged in the that harness, this is what it's gonna look like. Super bright, so if it's not focusing, I'm sorry, but it looks a lot better than halogen. Alright, so the next step is for the taillights. This is a lot easier than doing the headlights. All you have to do is remove this bolt right there, and then also that bolt right there. I believe it's a 10mm, and you remove it. Now you take, you push this tail light this way, because that's how it's clipped into the body, and just untwist the bulb, and I'll show you guys how to do all that. So like I said, you just have to remove these guys. I'm a little lazy. I didn't want to grab my actual wrench, but as long as it's a 10mm socket, you guys can get this out. I think you could even use a little screwdriver, but using a socket would probably give you a little bit more torque. So just make sure you guys use something that can pull this screw out. But it's pretty easy to do. One on the top, one on the bottom, like so. And then, like I said, all you have to do is push this to the side. It comes out. All you have to do to take out any light bulb in any housing, take the little light itself, twist it to the left, and you just pull it out. And then all you have to do is pull this out, grab your new light. This is the new Lasfit light. It's nice and bronze and shiny, but just like the other light, just goes in. And then make sure the those four prongs are in the right place, and then you just twist it back into place. You'll hear it click. That's all. So you just get your housing for your tail light, and you pretty much just have to make sure that it's in the right place, going in from the side. If you have to kind of punch it back into place, then go ahead and do so. But as long as it's aligned with your body, it should be good. And then you just have to put these two bolts back in, and where you guys took them out, and that's it.